Alright, what's up, guys? I didn't turn the mic on, did I?
Nah, probably.
Oh, I did? Yeah! Oh my god. I look so short in this now. Wow. I look so short. Yeah, now we're the same height.
Yeah.
Alright, what's up, guys? Eli here from IgnitionTube. I got Alex here from WasteGateWarriors, and we're going to talk to you about 5 easy mods for your Mark V, and maybe this works for Mark VI.
Yeah, a lot of it'll work for the Mark VI as well.
GTI and Golf, kind of.
And R.
And Jetta, maybe. Enjoy!
Alright guys, so the first simple mod for your GTI or other similar Volkswagen is called Vagcom. Vagcom is a computer software, and you get a cable and a license that goes along with it, and then you can tweak all kinds of things to do with these cars, any Volkswagen and any Audi pretty much. So it's really crazy. It's good for like diagnosing, it's cool for mods, so really cool software.
And what's nice about Vagcom is that a lot of Volkswagen people already have it.
Yeah,
so you don't necessarily, it's like $400. Like the cables are expensive. The software itself is cheap, but the cables that actually access the car are really expensive.
So you need a license for the cable.
A lot of people do it for either free or $20. Just tell them you're new to the Volkswagen scene and you want to do Vagcom mods. We can do stuff like, if I have my keys here, I can lock my car, hold the lock button, and the windows will go up and down. You can do them down with the lock button, or the unlock button, I should say. I also have it where I undo my key, it'll unlock all 4 doors. What else do you have?
What else do I have? I have a feature, we're gonna get into lighting in a minute, but I have a feature called coming home and leaving home, so that can like turn on your lights and things when you lock or unlock the car. Other Vagcom mods, if you have aftermarket wheels and you don't want to spend $120 on each TPMS sensor for your new wheels, you can turn off not only the warning light on the dash, but you can shut off the TPMS system as a whole.
Also, when these cars come from the factory, they actually run the xenon bulbs as running lights. Together, very expensive. Yeah, they're like, I think I paid $120 for both bulbs, and that was like
that's a steal right there.
That was a steal. So a lot of people will shut those off right away, which is what I did and what you did. So relating to lights is, ooh, that's a bird. Relating to lights is something that you'll hear a lot of people talk about when you're new into the Volkswagen scene, and a lot of people still don't have it. It's called a Euro switch. So Alex still has the stock switch. I don't know why.
I don't know why either.
But you notice the stock switch has 2 settings. It has off and on, and then you pull out for fogs, as I'm sure you guys who own these cars know.
I guess they are.
In my car, I have 3 settings. This is off, parking lights, and on. Now what's nice about the Euro switch is you can actually turn on the parking lights and then run the fog lights with just the parking lights, so you don't have to run your headlights, and that's a really cool look for rolling down the road. So Euro switch is just a nice thing to do in general. It's a really easy mod. You can get them on eBay from China for like $15.
Yeah, and they work. It's a switch. Like, they're not gonna go bad from, you know, if you get an eBay one.
ECS Tuning sells them for what, like $60? I'm gonna tell you guys honestly, mine was from China on eBay. I bought it for like $20.
Yeah.
Never failed me. It's just a switch.
Right. It's
simple.
just a switch. It's
simple.
not,
Just make sure you have the right part number, and you're good.
Right.
And relating to Euro switches, now lights, which are a super easy common mod.
Okay, so for my lights, I'm not as crazy as Eli's. Right now, I just have the normal xenons. These are just the factory, like, yellow bulbs.
They're not yellow.
They're not yellow. They're yellowish. They're like the incandescents.
Mine are yellow.
They're not blue.
Yeah.
The fog lights I have are yellow, and there's like yellow film over them, which I think I'm gonna take off. And then I also have interior LEDs, which is super easy to do as well and not crazy expensive. A huge drawback of this car is like the interior lighting with the stock bulbs. So that's my lighting setup. So for my lighting setup, I have these yellow bulbs in the flash to pass bulbs, which you actually can't turn on the stock settings. You have to turn off your xenons in Vagcom before you can access these flash to pass bulbs, and they're really bright, so it's fun to blind your friends. No, it's not. Don't do that. It looks really cool. Plus, in certain pictures, like the one on the screen somewhere up in this area, you'll see that in pictures they actually reflect yellow in the whole housing and turn the whole housing yellow, which looks really cool. If you come to your car from certain angles, it has 2 like evil yellow eyes. And then I also have yellow fog lights, replacement xenons of course, and then I have LED lights on the interior. Oh, and I should also mention I have the LED parking lights as well. So these should be the LED parking lights. Are they both on? Yeah, they're both on.
That's good. Alright, and then fogs and parking lights. Turn the music off. I can flash these high beams, so even if the lights are off, I can flash these yellow high beams. They're really bright, like real bright. And then, of course, I have the regular, you know, HIDs of the flash that. Fogs on. You can Vagcom it so that you have fogs on even during high beams, but I don't have that. So that's lighting. Now let's move into another mod that's really kind of simple to install and something that a lot of people do for a great reason. So another super simple mod is the short shifter for these cars. Now there are probably 3 million brands out there that sell short shifters. I personally have the Forge setup. I got it through Speed Life Motorsport. This was around $100, $110. Depending on where you get it from, you can get it anywhere from $90 to $110. The short shifter makes a world of difference, and Alex can tell you driving his car, it feels like you're throwing it like this. And I only have a 40% reduction in the throw, which in the big picture is not really that much of a reduction, but it makes a huge difference. So let's hop in my car and we'll show you the difference between my shifter and Alex's shifter. By the way, to install the shifter, it's really simple. Battery out, intake filter off, and then the shifting linkage, and then the shift linkage is right there. It's one bolt to undo, a couple clips, put the new shifter in, connect everything back up, battery back in, done. It took maybe an hour and a half, and I had no idea what I was doing. There are a lot of tutorials online. This is the shifter throw in my car. As you can see, it's fairly short. If we go to Alex's car, oh wait, you don't have a sunroof, so we'll have to film through the passenger window.
Alright, so if you want to be cool and if you want to get gains and still be a peasant, then you can get the long throw shifter mod, aka the stock shifter.
That's what it comes to the factory with, man.
I know, dude, they're so long. I do have a nice shift boot on here, aftermarket, really easy, cool thing to do. Red stitching, I think it's nice.
Hey, that's not on the list, don't talk about that.
Oh, struggle bus. Either way, this is like super long. It's one of my complaints. I think the car is a lot more fun to drive when you have a shorter throw shifter like Eli's. You could get a Forge performance one, or one of the things you could also do is get the shifter from the Audi S3. And it's a similar reduction to the shifter Eli's running in his car, and that's a much cheaper route to go as well.
You trying to say my shifter's bad?
I'm trying to say your shifter's expensive and it's easier to get the S3 shifter. Alright, so another mod you can do for the GTI that's fairly inexpensive, I think it's like 40 or 50 bucks depending where you get it, is called the dash tray. So this comes in the European market GTIs, the Mark Vs, and we'll show you in a second in Eli's car, but there's normally a vent here, and it's super easy. You pop that out, and then you have a nice tray here. It's got like a little rubber floor to it, so nothing slips around. Super convenient for like sunglasses, your phone, like people put their wallets up there. But the GTI doesn't really have a lot of space. Like you have this little coin tray here and cup holders. Other than that, there's nowhere to really put things, so I like having this here. You don't really lose much from missing the vent. Anyway, on my car, like Alex said, I have a nice little vent here. I've taken the dash apart to wrap this in carbon fiber, and this vent loves to rattle. It's nice and loose. So I think a dash tray is in my future for sure, because I mean, there's just no point in this vent. What's it gonna do? There's vents up there to get on the windshield, like to defog the windshield. I don't know why they do you know why they put a vent here? I have no idea. I have no idea.
I don't understand.
Oh, the other option, the other route you can go, this is much more expensive, but you can get a triple gauge pod to go there
that's
as well.
true, yeah. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick little video on 5 easy mods for your GTI. I think they're fairly simple. They're all fairly inexpensive.
They're all fairly simple, yeah. Most of these should be under 100 bucks or so.
And they're, you know, maybe an hour or two install, get a couple friends, hang out, do it.
It's a good like confidence builder for other work in the car too. It gets you familiar with like taking certain things apart.
Especially if you're new to these cars, none of these are very complicated. And of course, Volkswagen forums are going to be the number 6 best mod, because there's literally so many write-ups on the Mark 5 and the Mark 6.
So many.
Anything you want to do, search it, and I'm sure it's out there. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Take it easy, and I will catch you in the next one. Make sure to go follow WasteGateWarriors on Instagram and YouTube. Boom. A quick life hack for all you: get tall friends, because then they can film with the camera real. Like, look, I can't even reach that. This is me trying to reach that
sick
camera
right now.
Good talk.
Dab.
Is this like, so they've already watched the outro now, and they've watched the scene in the car, like where we're talking for a little bit.
I think you should do it again.
All right, ready?
Yep.
YouTube, this is for you who stayed. Comment, hashtag,
Dab.
I watched Eli dab. Now you gotta do it.
Nope.
Yeah. Hashtag, I'm a super fan and I stayed to watch Alex dab. That's a long hashtag. Boom.
Dab. It's lit.